You undoubtedly know a good number of men who, after going through a challenging breakup or divorce, eventually moved on with their lives, having healed from the pain and moved past it. The vast majority of guys are aware that the lady they're spending time with does not belong to them. You were correct in your guess. She does not belong to you. Simply said, it is now your turn. Being familiar with this fundamental idea might be one of the healthiest ways to approach relationships, along with many other spheres of activity, such as work, regular life, and so on. This concept goes further than the notion that women have the right to leave a relationship whenever they choose. The notion is still valid even if you found a company that had a dominant share of the market initially, but then another business came along and took some of that share away from you. You may also have experienced it the other way around. You dated a beautiful girl. Everything was fine. You got physical. You may have also experienced it the other way around. If something like this happened to you, it's probable that you were the reason why the other player's turn ended. While you are away, it is important to be conscious of and accept your masculinity. Attachment, or wannadies, as it is more commonly known in today's language, is a condition that is highly prevalent among men who have blue eyes and is also regarded as a disease. It's possible that you are already aware of this. They want a wife who loves them and stays at home with them, and they want all of the rewards that come with having a successful relationship. They also want all of the perks that come with having a good relationship. If you've discovered a woman who not only admires you, but also elevates you in her estimation, you should celebrate this accomplishment. Sincerely, I wish there were a greater number of couples in this world that were just like you two. Even if the two of you were to spend the rest of your lives together as a couple, one of you will inevitably pass away at some point. Did you know that after the loss of their wife, some men feel such extreme despair that it eventually causes them to take their own lives? They are unable to tolerate being alone, and they pine for their partners with such intensity that they would rather start over than continue living the lives they are currently leading because they find it intolerable. The reasoning for this is based on the proposition that it is mathematically impossible to have any children over an unending period of time. This is a statement that is frequently said by male gamers and other men who have had significant sexual encounters with a number of different women. Regardless matter whether she is your girlfriend, a girl with whom you have just started dating, or a woman with whom you have only danced once, you do not have any control over her. Even if she does state that she is yours, you do not actually own her. She is not yours. It is simply your turn. Even if she does declare that she is yours, you do not truly own her. You do not really own her, even if she does acknowledge that she is yours and says that she is yours. And if you give it some serious thought, you'll see that we human beings are not things that can be possessed. Women in today's society not only want to be emancipated, but they also want the freedom to dress however they choose and the freedom to think about who they are. But no one should ever offer her any consideration or care at all. Nonetheless, this term is essential for a very simple reason. Many men meet a woman. This is the situation in which this term is most applicable. This is something that happens to a lot of people. Sometimes, these guys are so smitten with her that they go to her Instagram profile to see what she's been up to recently, and they can't stop looking at her photos. It's difficult for them to watch her appear to be having a good time when they're going through hell. Women are significantly less likely than men to experience the excruciating pain of having their heart shattered. Women, especially in today's society, have access to a broad array of options, and this is mostly due to the advances that have been made in technology. The vast majority of men are relegated to the average group when it is determined that they do not live up to stringent and arbitrary expectations. Despite the fact that the world is not a just place, The objective of my films is to aid you in turning your anger into power, which is just what you need to regain in order to live your best life possible. As long as you put effort into bettering yourself and are open to new ideas that will improve you in every aspect of your existence, nobody else can control the path that your life takes. When you realize that women are free to come and go whenever they like, you immediately gain a considerable amount of power. And as a direct result, you are free to enjoy the women while they are still in your life. But once they are no longer there, you have no choice but to let them go and forget about them. You aren't trying to coerce a girl into a relationship with you if she doesn't want to be with you in the first place, are you? This channel does not concentrate on providing superficial guidance on how one might improve themselves. It's far more straightforward than that. You don't own the lady in order to have sexual intercourse with her, and you don't have to be her owner in order to have sex with her. If you have this understanding, you will be able to capitalize on the positive aspects that women bring, such as sexual tenderness and feminine energy. If you do not have this understanding, you will not be able to capitalize on the positive aspects that women bring. When you have this understanding, you will be in a better position to appreciate the contributions that women provide. Once you realize that you do not own her, you will no longer be yearning for her, and this will be the case regardless of how attractive she is or how skilled she is at particular things. Once you realize that you do not own her, you will no longer be desperate for her. The first step is to determine your priorities, which will take you to step 1, which is to have a purpose that is crystal clear. It is the objective or set of goals that acts as the fulcrum around which your life swings, and your mission is what propels you forward on a daily basis. We, as men, need something to work toward if we are going to have a sense of fulfillment alongside our masculinity. It is essential to bear in mind that the masculine imperative is to construct things. This should be your primary focus. In the past, preserving one's own life was the most important objective. Our time was consumed fully with a variety of tasks, including hunting, protecting ourselves from enemy tribes, and constructing a shelter for ourselves. We used our free time to have sexual encounters with our wives, and we taught our sons how to have sexual encounters in the same way that we did. We have been able to fulfill the majority of our most basic need, so now we are searching for more methods to feel whole. Your second priority should be to ensure that you have acquaintances and a social life that extend beyond your immediate family and your place of employment. This is the most crucial part of the process. In this area, there are some things that you will just have to forego if you want your business to be successful in the long run. There is simply no way around this reality. Yet, if you have fulfilled your goal of creating a successful business and have achieved freedom, you should devote some of your time to having a meaningful social life. This is because you will have more time on your hands. Even if you're more of an introvert, you'll still want to spend time with other people because humans are naturally sociable creatures. This is true even if you don't like talking to strangers. This is the case even if you find it uncomfortable to initiate conversation with unknown people. If you have any thoughts or stories to share, please leave them in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. By clicking the notification bell, you won't miss any future videos.